have benefited the most if Kobe and LeBron played together?
LeBron James. He'd have benefited the most. I don't think there's any question about that. When you look at LeBron James and his greatness as a player, think about the adversity that he went through to get here. But also think about the fact that for years, he didn't really have anybody staring him in the face that was the living embodiment of accountability. Somebody that would be in his face challenging him to do what the hell he was supposed to do. Max Kellerman, and if y'all could get that footage for me that I asked for from y'all this morning. Max, I want you to look at this. This is I think it's the 2012 All-Star game. LeBron has the ball, all right? He has the ball. Kobe is D'ing him up face to face right there. It's him and Kobe. And he tries to throw a court pass, and Melo, D-Wade, and Kobe are all getting on LeBron. Why? And even Darren Williams, of all people.
It's the All-Star game, brother. People want to see this.
It's the All-Star game, and what they were doing is, you remember, LeBron James had yet to capture a championship. And what was the knock against him? What are you doing? Take it. It's yours. This is your time. What the hell are you doing? I picked that moment and asked them to show that video because it crystallizes my point for this particular argument. Those years where LeBron James was maturing but couldn't get himself over the hump, was devoid of the killer mentality, was susceptible to what people said and what they felt, how he has openly acknowledged how it inhibited him for years. That's why he calls losing in the finals to the Dallas Mavericks his greatest achievement, because with his show The Shop, which I said was a very good show, he's doing a good job with it. The point is, he was saying it was his greatest achievement. Why? Because when he lost, that's when his whole mentality changed. He hunkered down. Pat Riley, D-Wade, everybody, they got on him. He had to ultimately embrace who he is, but also embrace the fact that you got to step up and embrace the challenge and take what is rightfully yours. If he were playing alongside Kobe Bryant, he'd have never had to go through that for that long period of time, because Kobe would have been in his behind from day one, demanding that greatness shined. It would have shined considerably earlier, and we might be actually having valid comparisons to MJ.
Well argued. But you're wrong.
I'm not.
You are. Now, for the sake of argument here, what does LeBron really mean when he tweets that out? Well, Kobe and LeBron were both in some area that you can still call their primes. You could say it was a little post-Kobe's prime and a little pre-LeBron prime when they were both two of the best players in the game. Let's say LeBron had been on the Lakers then. Phil Jackson is still a coach in the league. Whether or not in that year he's coaching the Lakers, let's say Phil Jackson's their coach. That's a realistic scenario where they could have played together and under those circumstances. That was also a league before the three-point revolution, really. Before D'Antoni's system kind of seeped into all coaching systems and totally changed the game, the Warriors dynasty, et cetera. Now, you mean to tell me LeBron benefits more from that pairing than Kobe? Think about this for a second. Phil Jackson coaching Kobe and LeBron. You know what he has there? He has a slightly toned down Michael Jordan and a super duper Scottie Pippen. They would have never lost.
Kobe Bryant isn't considered the best in the best ever because obviously MJ and him played the same position, and we're going to think MJ first. And I get that. But it's not like you look at LeBron James because LeBron James is playing the same position and has the same responsibilities as Kobe. We look at LeBron James as the greatest small forward who ever lived, the physicality that he brings to the game, him being 6'9", 260, chiseled brick house, can handle the ball, a magic kind of player in terms of pass first, all of this other stuff, even though he has an obligation to score. People look at him differently. One of the biggest reasons that LeBron James is compared to Michael Jordan is because LeBron James came into the NBA giving everybody indications he was coming for Jordan.
Brother.
So the reason why those are the reasons why those comparisons, because if you look at Kobe's game, his game mirrored MJ more than LeBron's ever did. It's just that LeBron announced to the world he was coming for MJ, and that's why everybody looked for those comparisons.
If you think of what MJ and Pippen did with Phil Jackson, which is go 6 for 6, now take just a little bit of air out of MJ, just a little bit, and stop, plug it up, right? And do this to Pippen. Turn him into Super Pippen.
Again,
you think they're losing?
You're looking at it wrong. You know why you're looking at it wrong? Because neither Kobe nor LeBron played defense better than MJ and Pippen. Neither of them.
They would be slightly lesser defensively and even better offensively. And on the whole, a LeBron Kobe pairing in their primes would have been even better than MJ and Pippen.
Well, again, you're wrong and you're misinformed. Why? Because you're not bringing into consideration the game that they played compared to the game that MJ and Pippen had to play. Talk about the culture, how far more physical it was back in the day. Let's say, what would MJ...
Making it even easier for Kobe and LeBron.
But what would MJ and Pippen have done in this era in terms of how soft it is?
Killed it. But so Kobe...
And again, their defense is elite.
Here's the
difference.
Their
defense is elite.
Here's the difference.
Pippen
is not on anyone's list of top 10 players who ever lived.
When the Lakers lost the championship, beat the Lakers for the championship. Mm-hmm. What happened in that series?
Who beat the championship?
The Bulls beat the Lakers in the championship, the first finals. Mm-hmm. You remember how Pippen was picking Magic? Yep. Forget all that. Pippen picked up Magic. Mm-hmm. And so if you guarded Magic, who's usually 6'9" and looking over defenders.
You think LeBron wouldn't have guarded Magic?
No. What I'm saying to you is that, but LeBron has never been a defender. Pippen is. You do know that.
Oh, well, Pippen is
It's not even close.
Pippen is a much more consistent defender. I'll say this.
Not only that, he's somebody that embraces playing defense.
No doubt. I wouldn't compare LeBron over the course of a season to Pippen as a defensive player. I will say this, in terms of versatility as a defender, LeBron is more like Dennis Rodman. LeBron, at his best defensively, could legitimately, capably guard all 5 positions.
That's not.
LeBron at his best is an all-time great defender.
Once again, that's why you shouldn't be talking basketball, because you're bringing up what he could do. I'm bringing up what he has done. There's been plenty of times. I will never question the ability of LeBron James. There's nothing he can't do. He has shown a willingness religiously throughout the years not to accept elite defensive assignments.